Hello, today I wanted to talk to you about cardio and different types of cardios to do depending on your goals and depending on your level. But now we're going to talk for beginners, and I'm going to tell you different kinds of cardios that you can do in order to lose weight, to lose fat actually. So on top of training with weights, I would recommend the following to do for 4 to 6 weeks. I would recommend the duration of cardio to be 3 to 4 times a week. You can either do low intensity cardio or you can do high intensity cardio depending on your goals. But let's start with low intensity cardio. This can be anything that you do for 40 to 60 minutes. So it could be treadmill, incline walking on the treadmill, or it could be Stairmaster, or it could be any of those types of machines for 40 to 60 minutes. I recommend that you don't do this at the same day that you do the weight training, because you're using a lot of your energy to do this, so it's better to do it on a day where you're not lifting weights. So I'm going to give you a few of my favorite workouts to do, and it would be incline cardio. So you're walking on the treadmill at a 10 to 12%, where you're just walking, and this is great for 30 to 40 minutes. This is great for building the muscles, but so that you don't. So if you're trying to build muscles, then doing this kind of cardio isn't going to affect any of the work that you're doing. Whereas if you are running on the treadmill for 60 minutes, you're probably going to be burning a lot of muscle, and your body's not going to be able to recover for when you're lifting weights. So I would never do that. I don't recommend running unless you're doing high intensity short sprints. Even that is hard to recover from, but we'll go into it now. Moving on to high intensity workouts, and this one I would recommend doing it 1 to 2 times a week tops if your goal is to lose fat, because lifting weights normally does increase your metabolism, your body's capacity to burn fat over time. So you don't need to stress out over this kind of cardio. It actually wears your body down, and so if you're going to do this, I would recommend doing it safely, and I would recommend limiting it, because it's really hard to recover from. So what high intensity interval training is running for a small period of time, like 20 seconds, and resting for 1 minute. So what's happening to the body is that it's becoming it's hard for it to adapt for this minute that it's resting. So it essentially just has to burn muscles, it has to burn fat. But it doesn't burn the muscle, it burns the fat actually. So that's the best part of it, is that it will keep happening even after you're done with the high intensity interval training. So what you can do, and some of my favorite workouts, and this works for beginners, is you run at a max speed for 45 seconds. So you can go, in 7 kilometers is gonna be like a jog, so you do that for 5 minutes. And then you go for 10 to 12 kilometers, and you just go fast, 45 seconds. You take a break for a minute, and then you repeat this for 3 to 4 rounds. What this does is it tells your body to slow down for the few seconds, and then you shock it into moving. So what it does is that it confuses it enough that it's going to start taking the energy from your fat. So this is a good thing, but it's effective, so you don't need to be concerned about overdoing this one. And of course, after you do this for 3 to 4 rounds, you take a cool down session for 5 minutes, and you just walk on the treadmill at 4 to 5 kilometers, and you stretch, and that's essentially what you do. So those are the kinds of cardios that I recommend. You have low intensity cardio that you perform 3 to 4 times a week, ideally not within your strength training workouts, and you have your high intensity that you do 1 to 2 times a week, and you really give this one your all. Additionally, I would not recommend doing this on your lifting days at all, unless you don't have that much time, because they are also, as I mentioned 3 times, very hard to recover from. So those are the workouts, and I hope that you enjoy them. I hope you give them a shot. And for the high intensity interval training, you can do it on the treadmill, but you can also do it on the elliptical, you can do it on the Stairmaster. There are so many fun variations to do online. And everything that I outlined is for beginners. So if anybody is concerned about their levels, don't be, because 45 seconds for the high intensity interval is purely enough time for your body to start adapting, and then you do shorter rest for 30 seconds or 20 if high intensity is what you're interested in trying. So give them a shot, let me know what you think, and good luck with your fat loss goals.